another video. So today we're doing a little bit of prep work on the Veloster and we're getting prepared for a little event that we're going to be going to tomorrow in NorCal. And I wish I can go ahead and tell you guys, but I'm going to have to keep it a secret for right now. But we're going to go ahead and vlog the whole experience and be posting that as soon as we're allowed to. So I'm really excited for that. But just finished up an oil change. Emily's already had an oil change on the Elantra end, so this thing is ready for tomorrow. But while we're over here while we're over here swapping, doing the oil change, I'm pretty excited to swap out my ADD W1 blow-off valve. So ADD W1 has went ahead and released a new blow-off valve, and it's called the ADD W1 Pro version, and it's a little bit more compact than their original version. And I'll go ahead and show you what their old one looks like compared to this one when I pull it off. But this one's supposed to be a little bit louder, so I'm kind of excited to see how this sounds compared to this one. I went ahead and recorded a couple of different sound clips while me driving. They're not maybe the best, but at least you can get kind of an understanding of what this sounded like at low throttle. And then at wide open throttle. Kind of hard to hear it at wide open throttle because the exhaust is so loud, but hopefully you guys can go ahead and hear it. But another issue, it's not really an issue, but I'm running an AirTech big boost kit, and while running that and running intake, I ran into that since the intake, the intercooler diameter is bigger, the blow-off valve actually came in contact with this. So I had to remove two of the screws that are holding the heat shield down here below. It's still very sturdy because I drilled a hole into here to hold it, but you know, I'm really excited to hopefully get this in here. Oh my God, you're gonna show it. There's that nasty hole. But so there's that. I'm excited to, not sure how I'm gonna plug that up, but I didn't want this rattling around, especially tracking it. But yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, so there's that. Really excited to go ahead and put this on here to see the sound difference. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and remove these two, these four, I believe they're 10 millimeters right here. And then I can go ahead and pop this off and see how it is. But as you can see, this is a little bit more thick right here. So that was my issue. So I'm hoping everything fits afterwards. And I had on this one facing down to the floor as well, so that way it would be a little bit louder, hitting kind of like as it blow off, hitting the cement asphalt as you're driving. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. So I don't know if you guys can kind of tell that the difference between the diameter of this valve is much bigger. You can kind of see it here. So that was my issue, is that this has ended up hitting the bottom of my heat shield. So I think it's going to solve it, and I think it's also going to make it sound better. So for anybody that hasn't swapped out a blow-off valve, just so you know, you have to use the stock gasket. So this was the stock gasket that I used on my old ADD W1. This is the stock gasket that I'm putting on my new ADD W1. So we're going to go ahead and just swap this in. If I wanted to, and if I didn't have a spare flange, I could have just used the old one, but I'm just going to be making this quick to go ahead and swap out. So when you put this in, you just want to make sure that you have this all the way in, that it's not like sticking all weird out like that. I just like to make sure that push my finger all the way around and make sure that it looks flush. So after you're happy with the way it looks, you can go ahead and just put her back in and repeat your steps back. Alright guys, so there she is.
installed. I had went ahead and did a test fit, and it's slightly hitting right here, but not as bad. So I'm going to be able to get my last 2 bolts in, and it's going to be barely putting pressure like that down on it. Not really worried about that because, yeah, really not worried about that. It's going to be fine. So we're going to go ahead and put that in, and I'm excited to hear it.